Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for Match Day 16, EFL League 1, Stockport 1, Wrexham AFC 0. Yes, it was a forgettable day, but we lived to fight another day. I think that Patty just said that as he just closed out the Wrexham time. And yes, Patty's right. Get in. Everyone's got to have their say on that show. It's your show. We do it for you, and we want everyone to come in and have more things to say about the game. Now, granted, today was not the best result, but it is what it is. But we live to fight another day, and we are here. Thanks for coming in. Hello, Kelly Davidson. How are you? And Ruth is second. We're going to do this one quick because we're not going to let the losses ruin our weekends, which is fine, but they are losses, and we got to take them on the chin. And it's about our reaction. So, meaning how we're gonna react down the road. But we do have interviews up with Phil Parkinson and Callum Burton, who I think saved us. I got dinged for not saying it was a 3 or 4. He did very well today, but coming in the sticks, hasn't started in 18 months, in a league game, fantastic. But please smash a like on the video, subscribe to the Local Pundit, see all of our socials down there, and do that on our way to 50,001. But today we were not on it. I'm going to quickly have my say. I thought that Wrexham starting from Mullen today was an interesting one instead of dropping Palmer. At this point right now, as you can see right there, it says we lack attack. We do lack attack, but it's not just about our strikers. It's about our midfield. It's about some of our style of play. Now, we're not going to get too high and too low today, but it is a loss. Stockport are a really good side. They moved the ball very well. The goal was fantastic. There's nothing that Callum Burton could have done anything about it. Our defense should have come out a little bit more. I'll tell you this, though. Even if Callum and AO were both in goal, no one's saving that. But you got to give them respect. They controlled the midfield, and they neutralized what we were trying to do. They came out of the gate really aggressive. You could see immediately. They went into, I think it was Maka. Got taken out by number 12 there, who was a very good player. And I think they also got another yellow card early on when Budvarsson got taken out as well. Traveling supporters were great on our end. I listened to them in the ear, which was great. But we have a style of play. It happens. They beat us today, and I think we played. I think this was. Tactically, this is what Parkinson would have liked to have seen. He's like, hey, we might go and get a point there. And that's kind of what we played for, which I don't know. Obviously, we gave him the ball. We sat back. We sat really deep. Palmer was playing really deep, but Varza was playing really deep. Our midfield was getting kind of overrun, but we were letting them have the ball. And even when we broke, we didn't break accordingly. Barney was completely taken out of the match. We did pick it up in the second half, made a couple subs. But I still don't understand the subs. Maybe Scar was out injured, but O'Connell come on, got spun, and thank God for Callum Burton. And that kid, whoever the number 9 was, could have put it left or right, and it would have been another one. So it wasn't great, and I'm interested to hear what Parkinson has to say. Again, not get too high, not get too low. But today was not a good performance. We are lacking in attack, and I just put this on the show, and they said, I said about losing JM. Now, how much JM was great. I know it's like where he's out for a while, but you miss how much JM was transforming the team and how good he was playing, getting goals, a different kind of striker, a poacher, pushing from the front. Now we got Palmer, who to me is like an ineffective player. He's completely an ineffective player. We try to play through him, and it doesn't work. He's back to goal, doesn't work. But Vartson, tried to get a handle on things. He's still getting his feet under him, played 60 minutes, Palmer not starting, all these things. But there's so much that we can get into. We'll get through it through the week, but I want to just do the reaction of what Parkinson and Callum had to say. It's a very frustrating day, and I appreciate it all staying with us for it. But we got to do it. We got to stay through it. And yes, hello. Hey, not PC. Good job on the extra time. You and Patty did a great job. And 1.38. Yes, we are growing. I appreciate it. I will say how I really feel. God damn it. I will. Why won't I? I'm not going to lie to you. Also, just got dinged on something else too after the show, which doesn't put me in a great mood. So, and I'll leave it at that. But all right. So just real quickly, we did lose, obviously, and we are still in third place with 28 points, 11 with goal difference. Wycombe Wanderers, they did not play today. So, but Birmingham City are in second, and Stockport right behind us, 27 points. Barnsley and Lincoln City, Mansfield Town just outside there. Again, very, very frustrating day. So let's hear what Parkinson has to say about this one. Great strike. No sound. Can't hear Parky. Are you shitting me? Really? Sorry. All right, hold on. Okay. I will fix that. 1 second. I know what I did wrong. Just one of those days. Obviously, it's just one of those days. Give me a second. I know what I did wrong. All right. Golly. Nope. There we go. I got to bring it back up. So let me apologize. I had it in the wrong screen there. I know why you can't hear them. But I will bring it up right now. Give me 1 second, please. Where is my Wrexham? There it is. Maybe it's better you don't hear what he has to say. You know? I got it right now. I fixed it. Look at that. I just fixed it. Come on.
Didn't you
Now I got commercials. This is why I should pay for the upgrade there, too. Okay. There. All right. Look at a live show. Just one of those days, everybody. Just one of those days. Share screen. There it is. There. Boom. Touching buttons. There we go. And
defeat against Stockport County today. What was your assessment of that one?
First off, we didn't get close enough to Stockport. Certainly the midfield area, we let them dictate to us, and in the derby kind of atmosphere, we just lacked a bit of composure in our play. Came in 1-0. Obviously, the goal was a outstanding strike. A player, we know he does that. Could we have done better? I need to look at it, but it was a top class strike. I don't think any keeper would have saved that. Second half were loads better. We had some really good spells in that half. But when you have those spells, you've got to get a goal, and so nearly did, with Elliott's header, and Mo was just inches away from putting that one in. But it just wasn't to be for us today, like a lot better performance second half. We showed a lot more quality when we had the ball, and I think that's really important that, I said to the lads in there that, we come to these places and we talk about being a derby and we're going to be physical, it's got to be ready for the duels, etc. But on top of that, you've got to make sure we have that composure in our play. And I didn't think we had enough of that in our decision-making and the quality of our passing in that first period. It was not where it needs to be at a game of this level, because it's a top-end League One game. But second half, it was loads better, and we had them pinned in for long periods. Couldn't find the moment to get us back in the game.
All right. So first half was dreadful. Second half was better. Moments. Our midfield got destroyed. Absolutely destroyed. I think the balance of the midfield is off. Remember, I said this earlier. Remember in the Port Vale game where Josh Adam and Matty James are going to the ball, calling to feet to try to move the ball forward? We don't have that player. Dobson tries, but he's also trying to break up the midfield. Elliott Lee and Andy Cannon are I said this before, are literally playing the same role, and they don't offer quality on the ball to get the passes out wide and to go and kind of dictate play. That is one thing. Second half, we were better, but we still were a disaster. We didn't lay a glove on them. I mean, we had 9 shots, I think it was. None, I think 2 on goal, whatever. Their keeper was never tested. And I think up front there is an issue, but our bigger issue is in the middle of the park. Back line, I still feel very confident in, although, like I said, O'Connell did get spun. But quality on the ball, yes. You got to show up. We were second to every ball, if not third. They outclassed us in every aspect of this match today. Don't get it mistaken. We do lack an attack, but they outclassed us in every facet of the game today. Every facet. I'm not saying we didn't try, but they just outclassed us today. And sometimes you have those games. And I know people are going into it. We'll take a point away. I get it. And this is a very, very, very good team. Stockport's a very good team, but so are we. But it's our cohesion is a little bit off. And I think you just mentioned that there, and I still believe in Parkinson. And, you got to take the losses on the chin, but we also had to analyze a little bit too. We were trying to play through the back and passing our midfield. The passes that Maxey was trying to make, 30, 40-yard passes, trying to go through, I think when Moles came on, they kept getting picked off. You could see him coming a mile away. Barney was completely ineffective today. And Macca was on the second half, he was closer to Parkinson than anyone else. He's on the touchline, but totally ineffective. We got pinned back for about 60 minutes in the entire game. We were sitting so deep at times, and sometimes it baffles me. But I think PC and PC said, or was it somebody said, Parkinson is playing the long game. He's not playing. He's not playing it by this game. We could have lost it. Fine. He's playing the long game. His tactics are for the long game. Very, very interesting stuff there too. Matt's in the house. How you doing? Stockport fans said that the easiest game of the season. They were never worried. Of course, they're gonna say, Matty. I know. Let them have their moment, right? Great, awesome, and that's what they're gonna say. Easiest game? No, we don't watch them. You know what I mean? All we can control is our end. And I know you're going to analyze it this week on your show as well. And we will throughout the local pundit this week too. So great. We win some, we lose some. But, it was a frustrating day, as you can see. Good to see you, Matt. Hope you're well. I like what he said, not having composure for this level of game. He's calling it like it is. Yeah, we did not have composure. But we do have the players to do it. We do have the players to actually play with composure, to manage this style of game. Stockport came up with us. Yes, they won the league. I know they're a good side, but we do have the players. Are we playing them in the right manner sometimes in this? I don't think we are, but I'm not gonna question what he's doing as a whole. But I think that we have players that we're not utilizing to the best of their capabilities at times because we're playing in certain fashion. That's my take.
Callum Burton, his first league start, and by all means, he more than played his part today, didn't he?
No, Callum was excellent. He put in a really good performance. Very pleased for him. Obviously, as much as he'll be happy with his performance, the most important thing is the team gets a result, and we weren't able to do that. But I don't think he could have done much more on the day.
For you,
no shit. He was the man of the match for me. Callum Burton, good on him coming in, stepping in after AO went down with a broken wrist. He's a professional, 28 years old, went in there, controlled this box, made some great double saves, took one off the face, took one off the chest. He did very, very well. Very, very well. He does something very different than AO doesn't do. He comes for the ball. He commands the box a little bit better than AO. I think Matt actually mentioned it this week too, that he thinks that AO is a better shot stopper. Probably is. He probably is. He has better reaction. But Callum Burton did very, very well. Did very well today coming in and stopping some shots. Now, granted, we talked about the Mansfield game, with AO hurting his wrist. He's going to go down. I feel very comfortable having Callum Burton back there. He seems very comfortable with his feet. He's trying to push us up. We're sitting very, very deep. But luckily we signed this player. We never want to see a player go down. And I'm going to bring this up right here too. Kelly Davidson says, I was worried about AO going out injured, but Burton has us covered. Yes. Unfortunately, we do not have the same coverage after losing Jack Marriott. JM injured means the biggest loss to the team. I think losing JM is bigger than we expected. I really do. Yes, we have Paul Mullen. Paul Mullen was still getting fit. We have an attack problem, being the midfield and our strikers. That's not connecting. Playing the ball through Palmer is not working. Playing through Palmer is not working. Hands down. How many goals have we scored this season, for God's sakes? Have we scored? It's a trying not to get too upset. But it is. We lost.
You've got a 4 weeks training. You've got extra back at the Stoke High Rice next week. Just how important at this stage of the season can that 4 weeks training be when you've got games coming so thick and fast?
Yeah, of course. We can just.
Before I say that, we're lucky we're out of the cup games. I will say, I know we wanted to make cup runs and things like that. We got the Papa John's Trophy Cup, whatever the hell it is, but we're lucky we're out of the cup games because players going down injured, other players coming in, we have to still use them. Brunty is a great player. Never use him, but we're lucky we're out of the trophy of the cups because we need to focus on the league. And if we want to go up, and I think we can, we are still sitting third. Let's not go panic stations yet. Even though we're gonna kick the tires on this one today a little bit and be frustrated. We're lucky we're out of the cups.
Get ready for a home game next week, and we'll just start thinking about that as the early part of the week progresses. And yeah, we just need to address a few situations, what we needed to do better in that first period, and make sure we've got a bit of honesty amongst ourselves as well, because I think it's kicking that way at this ground. You seem to get pinned in a little bit, but if you keep giving the ball back to them as much as we did, then all of a sudden you come under pressure and you find it hard to get out your own half. And I think that's what happened in that first period. But yeah,
he said something interesting in there about us taking stock of what we are. And by the way, I was gonna put up the thumbnail actually was lock stock, but I didn't want to put that up. But we need to take stock. We need to look at ourselves. This is 2 games now where we have to take a look at ourselves and be better with the ball, be better with our passing, controlling the game. This is a good side. I believe he came here to get a draw. I think so. I don't know why he started Mullen, why he sat Mullen and started Bavardson and kept Palmer on. I really don't know, but he has his reasons why he did it. But I'll say we need to circle the wagons inside and be like, all right, what's happening here? And I'm not saying we need to go crazy. We need to look at ourselves and figure out why we're not scoring goals, why we're not feeding the ball through the middle of the park. I know why it's not working. He's got to be willing to make some changes, and it might be some personnel changes. It might be, I think the midfield is unbalanced. I absolutely think the midfield is unbalanced. That is my take.
Rest those points, and we'll come out and look to put in a complete performance against Exeter next week.
Thank you, Phil.
Trouble is, we are a good side. We have capable players. We are a very good side. Sometimes our performance don't show that. We are a very capable side. Hold on 1 second. I just want to make sure I bring up this next one and get rid of that. But we are a very capable side, and I think that's the most frustrating thing is that we all know that we are capable of playing well, being able to perform. Mullen's capable of having a hat trick on any day. Our defense is capable of having a clean sheet. Our midfield is capable of doing great things as well. Controlling the midfield. Barney on the right is capable of putting in amazing crosses and getting heads on it. Things like that. Maka's intensity is about, but there might be an imbalance that actually is there. And I think we've been saying we're going to grow into this league, but I think we need to grow into some of our players and adapt some of our newer players. And Rathbone came on and did very, very well. We did change the game when he came on. Granted, it was later. They were sitting back a little bit. We were going for it, but we are capable of getting this along and moving and still competing at a top level. We're in 3rd place. So take stock of that. We're in 3rd place. Callum Burton right here. He had a great. I'm really happy for him. Obviously, I'm missing AO. But I feel very happy for him. Kim says that's 6 games without a goal by the strikers. Oh God, 6 games now. 6 games. It's a lot of games. Hold on, who's bothering me now? Let me see. Okay, here we go.
Edgeley Park, what's your take on it? Cal, a disappointing result at Edgeley Park. What's your take on it?
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, we knew coming here it's going to be a tough game physically, mentally, and
probably should bring it up there
because they're a good side. And
a disappointing result at Edgeley Park. What's your take on it?
Yeah, it's a difficult one. I mean, we knew coming here it's going to be a tough game physically, mentally, and kind of tactically because they're a good side. And obviously, with the rivalry that the clubs have had the last few years, it's always given that added kind of edge. And I think on the whole we did well. I think we just had a bit of a slow start and they punished us for it. But for the whole game, I think we gave a good account of ourselves. We just need to make sure that in the moments that we aren't on top of the game, we don't concede. And we haven't done, to be fair, this season. But today, just one bit of quality has done us.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, one bit of quality. I don't know if that's assessed. We've done well. I think this is one of our least sexy performances, to be honest. But I think he's trying to be fair. Colin Burton's coming. He's coming this summer. He's not going to rag on the team. He's not going to say we were horrible. But there was a moment of brilliance. And to be fair, he could not have done anything about it. He did his job today. And ouch, by the way, 6 games without a goal by the strikers is Kelly Davidson. Absolutely.
You made a few changes which seemed to get the reaction that was needed in the second half. Was it frustrating when you've got so many opportunities and you seem to be getting out on top and you just can't get the goal that you're looking for at the end of the day?
Yeah, I think obviously everyone wants every chance to go in. I mean, it's one of them games where it's going to be a war of attrition. You've got to grind teams like this down at home because they've kind of got a 12th man with the crowd, and I think we did that second half. I think we could have easily gone under after the first half, but I think it shows the strength in the dressing room that we came up fighting and we gave a good, and we could have nicked it at the end with Elliot's few chances and mauls.
Oh, I even forgot about the Elliot Lee chance. Oh, the Elliot Lee chance. Should have put that away. He should have buried that. Oh, he absolutely should have buried that. Absolutely should have buried that. He got himself in a great position. It was a good cross in. He absolutely should have put that in the back of the net. God, he's right. I totally forgot about that. And all the haze and the fog and everything, I totally forgot about Elliot Lee's wide open miss headed down. He should have put that in. Got to at least get it on target. Did not do that. And by the way, talking about this, going back to the 6 games without goals from the strikers, we were getting goals from the middle of the park and from the defenders last year and earlier on, so we're not able to pick that up. Andy Cannon was scoring goals. Elliot Lee was scoring goals. They're not scoring goals. We're not getting goals anywhere, nowhere. And to be fair, playing without a midfield that can provide any offense is difficult to win for Wrexham. That's true, Kim. Very, very true.
League start for Wrexham. Obviously not the result that you would have wanted, but you're pleased with the account that you gave yourself today.
Yeah, I think obviously myself, I want to come in and play games, and that was kind of always my prerogative. I didn't see myself coming here as number 2 and sitting and being happy. So any game time that I get, I want to give a good account of myself. And yeah, I feel like I did what I had to do. And ultimately, I don't really want to be busy in games. I want to be as quiet as possible. But when you're called upon, you need to do your job. And I feel like I did that.
A full week in training ahead before we face Exeter City. Just how important is it to get that reaction, like the squad have shown on many occasions that they are capable of?
Yeah, I think we've got a good week on the grass now to kind of work on things which we're not going to be able to the next few weeks. We've got a lot of Tuesday games coming up, and it's probably a good reset because we've been in really good form recently. We've had good results. Obviously, it's the first, I think, less than 5, and we just need to get back to what we were doing before because we're still 3rd in the league. It's no lie where we are, how high we are up. We've won the points that we've won, so we just need to get back to what we're doing and reset.
Just finally,
maybe he's right though too. You look at it to take a step back. It's like reset. Look at ourselves. Okay, great. We're still 3rd in the league. We have an opportunity to continue to move forward with the squad and to be a better team than we are. We are capable. So we only lost 1-0, but the performance wasn't great. We only lost 1-0. So it's not like we got shellacked 5-0. They did do it just, was it last year, whatever. So take that on. And the positive there is that we can play better. I think we said this a couple of games ago. If we were playing at our best, and I'd be worried. We're not playing at our best. We have levels to still go up, which gives me hope that we're going to improve throughout the season, and we will take stock of ourselves. And it's going to come with some growing pains, and those growing pains might be sitting some players at start, like today with Mullen. Maybe someone in the back, maybe someone in the midfield. Injuries will happen. Players come in, but it might come with growing pains. It might. So we need to take that on. We do fall in love with some of these players. We care about them because of certain reasons, because we're passionate about the team, passionate about the club, passionate about the town. But, it might come with some growing pains like, oh, man, Elliot Lee's sitting, Paul Mullen's sitting or whomever. But we have the players to move us forward. Also, we have a January transfer window too.
Spoken there about how you haven't come in to be number 2 when the opportunity presents itself and Arthur unfortunately comes out injured. Just how motivated are you now to take that chance and do the very best that you can?
Yeah, obviously it's never the way you want to come into the team with a teammate getting injured. We're a tight-knit goalie group. And obviously when I heard the news, I was gutted for him because he was in such good form and playing really well. But from my perspective, I want to play as many games as possible here at Wrexham, and hopefully I get a chance to show what I'm about now.
Thank you, Cal.
Really professional for him. Good on him. Happy that he's getting his opportunity. Obviously not happy that AO went down. He said the right thing. And the goalies are also, connected, and it's a fair statement. But today was not a good. Ruth H says we need to start back. We need to start back making goals. We're 3rd because we played like a well-oiled machine with JM. There you go. I agree with Ruth H. But we can't go back. He's done. It's done. We can't look back, unfortunately. But JM did have something. We had a little bit of spark there, and it was timing, whatever it was. we were doing very well when JM was playing, but we can't do anything. Now we got to figure out another way to play. We got to find another way to figure out how to get the goals, and we'll do that, and we will do that. Today was not a great performance. Could have been worse. It was a loss. We didn't get the 3 points. So we need to go pick ourselves up by our bootstraps, look in the mirror, and say, all right, what next? How do we figure this out? We have a week. Next week we're home in against Exeter. They're not a bad side, not a great side, but anyone can win at any time in this league, as anyone proves. So let's go and let's go figure this out. Have a week of training on the grass. Touch wood. Everything goes well this week. It seems player are dropping like flies every now and then, but Parkinson will figure this out. Parkinson will figure this out. We're not even going through a rough patch. This is not like we lost 6 in a row or whatever. We're not scoring goals, but we'll figure this out. So, like I said, it might come with some growing pains, but we'll do it. And I feel very confident that we're still in a great position. Bad day at the office today. Stockport are a great side. Louis Bray had a great shot, great strike today. So take this one on the chin, and we keep going. Kevin says we need to start scoring goals. It sounds obvious, but 6 goals in 7 games won't even get us into the playoffs. Good shout, Kevin. You're damn right. You're absolutely damn right. And we'll turn it around. We'll turn it around. We'll see it. We'll see it happen. All right, let's get everyone out here for this Saturday. Go enjoy it. Don't let it hit you hard. Have fun with your families. Put this one behind us. We'll break it down over the next few days. Got another game next week. I bet you the guys would want to get back on the pitch right now if they could, but we were not scoring today. It just didn't look like that. And I completely, in the haze of all of that, I totally forgot about Elliot Lee's header that he missed. Oh, my God. Okay, smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. I appreciate it. See all the socials down there. Follow us on all the other socials. And next week, by the way, Wrexham time, I want people to call in. I want people to have their say because this is all about you and the community, and I'm really grateful for everybody to be a part of it and growing, and it's really special. So thank you all very, very much. We're all a big family. Some people, we argue, go back and forth. As you know, I get frustrated. You all get frustrated, but which is fine, but we're here to support the club and be here for each other and onward. So on that bombshell, I'll see y'all soon.